Alright guys, I know this is a long time coming and I probably should have done this a few months ago, but I got lazy and busy. So today, of course, as the title suggests, I am doing a look into anarchism. Anarchism is one of the things I am interested in as a political ideology. I'll just save my opinions for the ending. So, let's get all the facts out of the way first. And of course, if any of these facts are wrong and anybody knows more about anarchism than me, say it in the comments down below, because I know I'm probably not going to get everything correct. Now, anarchism is a self-governed society, meaning it is basically governed by many individuals, but there is no kind of higher, power dictating the rules. They believe the state is harmful because the state can basically impede on people's rights. And I can understand why they would say that, because it technically can. Now, anarchism is also categorized as an extreme left-wing ideology, which I can also see why it is, because it says the state is basically, no, fuck the state. It is a always changing left-wing ideology. It implores extreme individualism and is very, well, like I said, very individualistic. It does not like groupthink. And it extremely hates collectivism. There are two main groups in here. There are the individualistic, or the individualist anarchists, and the social anarchists. And of course, they are very at odds with each other. Some of these other groups that are smaller than them are the Anarcho-communists, the religious communists. I said communists. The religious anarchists, many other smaller groups. There are many different groups. Since there are many different groups in this ideology, there's a lot of infighting, which is understandable because there are many sects of anarchism. One of the things that they promote are free love, which is just in support of the LGBT, groups, saying that you can love whoever you want, it doesn't matter. Another one is free thought, which they hate state-governed schools because they say that state-governed schools are they have a bias, basically. They want to make schools that don't have a bias, to just teach you all of the facts without any kind of bias at all. Now, they are against the church because it is repressive in its own right, which it is. And they employ things called progressive schools. And they are not affected by outside influence. They would teach children and other, people there basic facts, basic knowledge, knowledge without any kind of bias at all. Which I do like. I don't like any kind of bias when people are teaching you. Now, there are some criticisms on there's two that I wrote down. One is, if there is no government, who will repress all the violent people? And I saw some replies to this, which would basically be, there would be juries of third parties to judge them. like it would be kind of a contained kind of court system. Another one is anarchism could also become a totalitarian. Well, they could just basically become totalitarians, threatening people who are not for anarchism, that are against it. Which I could also see that happening. I don't think it would happen, but there's always a chance of that happening. Now, to me, would I like to live in a world or, country that is governed by anarchism? Just straight up anarchism, I would say no. I have, now, other sects like Anarcho-capitalism, I think I'd be okay living in that kind of thing, and of course I'm going to do a future video on that. And Anarcho-communism, I would also say no. I don't want to live in an anarcho-communist state. The others, I might think about, but that's about it. I'm sorry this took so long, and of course, like I said, if you have any problems with what I said, or if I got anything wrong, write it down in the comments down below. I do implore you to go look at it, and go comment so I can learn more about this, because I am doing this series so I can learn more about political ideologies. That's about it. I would like to see your comments, and I hope you like and subscribe so you can see some of my future videos. And hopefully the next ideology series will not take this long. And if you have any comments also to do what my next ideology series would like to be on, or what you would like it to be on, please comment down below. And I'll see you guys later. Alright, bye guys.